There is a sixth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the sunlight of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area that might be called the Twilight Zone.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'll let people know for the record. My page doesn't have any bots. I've never bought any bots ever. What my page is a series of information that they really don't want promoted like that. How do I know? Because it'll vary. Some of my videos get likes, then the likes get taken away. Some of my videos get a gang of likes, and the likes don't get taken away at all. I literally just had a video go for like 14,000 and like 200 and something likes. None of those likes are taken away. All those views are there. So I don't need bots to, get numbers. And then you'll see the other ones that I put up, they don't have any numbers at all. So it's like, it's hit or miss. I'm not tripping. I'm saying it like that. I'm not tripping. If a lot of people watch, a lot of people don't. Doesn't matter. I know there's several things I can do to get more views, but I'm not really worried about it. Just not. I want to talk about some real information, because everybody's talking information. Everybody's got, the Carmelo Anthony thing, the Epstein witness that, said they weren't going to commit suicide, but then they're supposedly ruled out suicide. The Trump tariffs. It's a lot of different things going on. But I want to talk about something that I have spoken about before. And it's just like the more it comes out, the more it's very interesting to me. So, did you guys know that there was a rumor about how the Jews tried to kill the Russian Tsar in the 1900s, 1917, 1918? And this is what led them to even going to Germany, because nobody even wanted these people. Like, let's do like this. Let's listen to something.
World War I. In mass numbers fleeing. You know what they told me? Exactly. They said when the Holocaust happened, we allowed them to come because they were facing pain, and we wanted to make sure they had a safe place where they were safe. Now, how could they come and try to do this to us? I was like, I almost don't know these Jews.
Yeah, I saw what happened in Palestine.
Hey, I know what happened in Germany. People don't talk about this. In 1905, the Jews went to Russia to try to kill the Tsar. When the Russians found out what happened, they stopped them and put them out. Nobody else in Europe wanted them. You know the one nation that would take them?
Was it Germany or?
Germany.
Interesting.
The Germans let them in 1905 in mass numbers, fleeing Russia. They weren't fleeing persecution. They were fearing justice. They tried to kill the Tsar. You can't kill. That's like killing the king. You can't kill the Tsar. These arrogant Jews, financed by Wall Street, go in and try to kill the Russian head. The Russians said, you got it. They run into Germany. The Germans let them get into banking. Bad decision. Let them get into trade. The biggest trading partner with it, okay, just like we have everything is made in China now, back during that time, everything was made in Germany. They were the greatest producers at that time. Great relationship with America, like this. Yeah. Everything was made in Germany. The Jews took over. The Germans won World War I. People don't know this. The Germans won World War I. Do you know what happened?
I'm not sure what they got. They were trying to make them pay for the war, right?
No. They won the war. It was really over. But the Jews from Germany the ones that the Germans let get rich, went to England and said, "Hey, you want to win this war?" They said, "Yeah, but we can't win." The Navy, we didn't know they had a powerful Navy like this in Germany. So don't worry about that. We'll bring America into the war.
It's the Balfour Declaration, right?
Balfour
I did hear about
Declaration.
that.
The Balfour,
I didn't realize they'd almost won the war at that point. I know
they had won the war.
I know
No,
that's why I knew that's why they forced him in.
they had won World War One. It was old. They were ready to go and sit down and talk, but the Jews said, "We'll bring America in."
Yeah, and America stepping into World War One made zero sense. There was no reason for us to step in, but it was just like it showed the power of the bankers.
The Jews, it's an extermination. I don't have any other. It's an extermination campaign. How can we get America, England, France, Germany, Russia? How can we get them all killing each other? We're trying to kill all the white folks. We got to get them in a major war. So we're gonna betray the Germans who saved us from death. Flip on them, and all they got to do, we'll bring America into this war. It wasn't about getting Palestine. That wasn't it.
Yeah,
That's just
that
what
was
they
the added
used.
bonus.
That was the added bonus. We want them at war with each other. But the added bonus, we're gonna get our own homeland where we'll make it our base. They told them, just give us Palestine as our homeland, and we get it.
Yeah, land that wasn't theirs to give.
Told me.
Okay. So I'm playing that just so you get a idea of where I'm going. So if we go to what's on the screen, where is that? It says Russian Orthodox Church officials says he has no doubt the 1917 slaying of Nicholas II was a ritual murder. All right. Russia's largest Jewish group protested a local bishop's claim, repeated by a justice ministry official, that the country's last czar was murdered by Jews for a ritual purpose. This is back in 1917. This is the reason that they were welcomed into Germany. My whole thing is this. If it's true that Hitler doesn't die in a basement in Germany, if he actually really does die in Argentina, and if it's true what we just heard, because we've already heard this during the Bush Sr. video that I made about how the Jewish banking system funded the World War. He's saying the Germans had already won World War I. It was already over. A lot of people have admitted that not World War II, but World War I, Americans kind of just like butted in. It's like they really was none of our business. Who is the banking system? Who's making these underground deals? Who's working with the Nazis? The Jews. So to me, the reason Jews don't really talk about Stalin and they more or less talk about Hitler is because they know they did the Russians dirty. Hitler they talk about because that's the big, trap door. That's the worldwide trap door that these people were, supposedly being tormented and stuff like that. Nobody's saying how they ramshacked, Germany's schools, their banks, all this different stuff. Nobody's saying anything about that. They're just letting it slide. Spell casting. These are the ones doing the original spells. So we know that the so-called Jew is good at spell casting. Sorry about that. So we know the whole world is under this spell thinking that these are the original people on Earth and all that different stuff, even though they're kind of like weaseling around, swindling. They're saying that, many nations didn't want to do business with them. They claim that that's just a rumor. And, that's not really true. I feel in the end that no one can deny that there's a reason this group is talked about in a way, because it's like the more stuff comes out, the more you can see these are not, I mean, the one of their books, like the Masonic book, whoever wrote this Bible, like they put a clause in it. Clearly they knew that these people were very crafty, because they put the Savior, after this Constantine Council of Nicaea, they put this Savior as the one who expresses that these people are like evil. Synagogue of Satan is clearly a call out of these people. Why? I don't know. You be the judge. With all the overdoses in Hollywood, in the music industry, with all the robbed artists, with all the molestation, all the corruption, the mental memory blockers, and all this different stuff. I don't know. You'd be kind of foolish to not see how this is how it works, You know what I'm saying? This is how it works. It's like you put a group up in front of the world and you make, everybody say that these are the original people. And then you see all the dirt that they're doing and how people are starting to realize that they rigged the game and they bought out both sides. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why would they be the ones that are around the banking industry, the banking system? Okay, we learned that phrase from a play called The Banker. So it kind of tells on itself. What I would say is, for now on, look at the Holocaust a lot different. And then also think about World War I and Red Summer and that picture of the black guy and the white guy standoff and the little black kids in the back smiling. Like, if it was really war like that, why would the kids be smiling in the background? Like, why is this like an act picture? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if I can find this. Which I know I can. I know I can find this video. Let me see. This one. Look at those kids in the back. Now, this is Red Summer. Supposed to be a soldier returning from World War. But look at the kids in the back posing in the picture. So when we talk about people selling out and actors and, them making this spell all over the world, because this is in 1919. Remember, they got to turn Indians and the Negro. I mean, they got turned. They've already turned Indians into colors. Okay, they got to turn the colors and Negroes into black people. All this is televised through the propaganda machine. This is some wild stuff, man. Like, but if these are the creators of acting in the script and actors, I don't know, yo. It's like, to me, seems like these cats have been working this magic for quite some time. I don't think anybody can deny it. It's like, I don't think anybody can deny it, yo. Seems like it's right there. And it seems like they've been, doing what they've been doing for a long time. And, people just haven't caught up to them yet. And that's why there's so much confusion and, arguing and just a bunch of foolery that goes down all the time because nobody's putting it all together. But that's all I'm saying. They talk a lot of, foul stuff about this group, but if you circle back and look at everything they're involved with, they're the key components, mind control through the religious system, mind control through the spell casting of the, the film, the music. It's like they're holding all the keys. They have everything they need. So, just want y'all to think about it. Close.